Before the red carpets, before the designer gowns, before the millions, there was a little girl who almost lost her hearing, moved countries chasing a dream, and faced rejection before most kids finished school. This is Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown was born in Marbella, Spain, to British parents who never imagined their daughter would become a global superstar. Her life didn't begin with privilege, it began with uncertainty. As a baby, Millie experienced partial hearing loss in one ear, something that would later progress further. For many, this could have ended a dream before it began. For Millie, it quietly built resilience. Millie's family relocated from Spain to the United Kingdom and later made a life-changing move to Florida, USA. Not for comfort, not for luxury, for opportunity. Her parents invested everything they had, time, savings, belief, into supporting her passion for acting. Millie didn't stumble into acting. She chased it. Auditions became routine, rejections became normal, and still, she kept showing up. Before fame, Millie appeared in small television roles. Blink and you miss them appearances. No headlines, no fanfare, just experience. At one point, her family faced financial strain. The dream looked expensive. The future looked uncertain. Then came a script. Strange, dark, unusual. A character with few words but enormous emotional weight. The role of 11. When Stranger Things premiered, the world noticed something rare. A child actor with depth. Millie didn't just play 11. She became her. The shaved head, the silence, the vulnerability. Overnight, her life changed. With fame came pressure, interviews, public scrutiny, growing up under a microscope. She wasn't just a child anymore, she was a brand. Millie faced online criticism, adult expectations, and the loss of normal childhood experiences. Fame gave her opportunity, but it also took something away. Through it all, her family stayed close, protective, involved, present. They understood something crucial. Talent needs protection as much as promotion. As Stranger Things grew, so did Millie's influence. Awards followed. Magazine covers followed. Hollywood took notice. But this was only the beginning, because the girl who once struggled to be heard was about to become one of the most powerful young voices in entertainment. At an age when most teenagers are still discovering who they are, Millie Bobby Brown was negotiating million-dollar contracts, and Hollywood was listening. As Stranger Things exploded globally, Millie's value skyrocketed. In the early seasons, she earned modest pay by Hollywood standards. But by later seasons, Millie became one of the highest-paid young actors on television. Per-episode salaries jumped dramatically, and with global streaming success, those numbers multiplied fast. Millie didn't stay in one lane. She moved into feature films, blockbuster projects, leading roles, producer credits. She wasn't just hired talent anymore. She became bankable. Unlike many young stars, Millie stepped into producing early. Producing meant more than creativity. It meant ownership, and ownership changes everything. Today, Millie Bobby Brown's estimated net worth ranges between $14 million to over $20 million, and that number continues to grow. But her wealth didn't come from acting alone. Major luxury and lifestyle brands lined up. Fashion campaigns, beauty partnerships, global endorsements. Millie became a brand without losing her identity. Then came her biggest power move, Florence by Mills, a beauty brand focused on clean, inclusive skincare. Not a side project, a serious business. This wasn't celebrity licensing. This was entrepreneurship. Millie doesn't flaunt reckless spending. Her wealth supports smart investments, long-term security, family stability. She learned early that money is leverage, not validation. Yes, she enjoys luxury, designer fashion, high-end travel, beautiful homes, but her lifestyle remains surprisingly grounded. No constant chaos, no excessive headlines. Handling millions at a young age isn't easy. Contracts, lawyers, public scrutiny, every move mattered. Millie learned something rare, very young. Fame fades, but control lasts. She chose strategy over impulse, longevity over hype. By her early 20s, Millie Bobby Brown wasn't just famous. She was influential, an actress, a producer, a businesswoman, and the girl who once struggled to be heard. was now building an empire that spoke for itself. When the cameras turn off and the red carpets fade away, how does one of the world's youngest self-made millionaires really live? This is Millie Bobby Brown's private world. Millie doesn't live in just one place. Her lifestyle stretches across continents, from the United States to the United Kingdom. Her life is carefully balanced between work, peace, and privacy. Millie's homes reflect her personality: elegant, minimal, comfort-driven. Unlike flashy celebrity mansions, her spaces are designed for calm, natural light, open rooms, soft tones. Her homes aren't built to impress outsiders. They're built to protect her peace. Millie values privacy deeply. She avoids constant paparazzi exposure. No daily drama, no overexposure. Her lifestyle proves that luxury doesn't have to scream. Sometimes it whispers. Millie's fashion journey is bold. She isn't afraid to experiment. From red carpet elegance to street-style comfort, her style reflects growth, not perfection, progression. Designers don't dress Millie, they collaborate with her because she doesn't follow fashion. She influences it. Despite fame, Millie prioritizes self-care, skincare routines, mental wellness, balanced schedules. She believes beauty starts with health, not pressure. Millie's work takes her everywhere: film sets, fashion weeks, global events. But travel isn't always luxury. Long flights, tight schedules, constant adaptation. Still, she embraces it because she earned it. Millie doesn't chase massive car collections. She prefers comfort, safety, and reliability. Luxury, but practical. Her choices reflect maturity beyond her years. Millie's day starts early. Script readings, business calls, brand meetings. She balances creativity with discipline, fun with focus. Her inner circle is small: family, trusted friends, long-term collaborators. She keeps people who knew her before fame. Growing up publicly wasn't easy. Every relationship, every emotion was watched. But Millie learned to protect her heart, not hide it. Millie understands influence. Millions watch her every move, so she chooses carefully. Her platforms aren't chaos. They're curated confidence. Luxury didn't change her. It gave her options, and she chose balance. Because real success isn't about showing everything you have. It's about knowing what to keep for yourself. Fame can build dreams, but it can also break people. And for Millie Bobby Brown, the spotlight arrived before adulthood. Millie didn't just grow up fast. She grew up watched. Every outfit, every interview, every word. Criticism followed her everywhere, even before she fully understood herself. Success came early, but with success came expectation. People expected her to be perfect, to behave older, to speak wiser, to never make mistakes. But she was still learning. Social media amplified everything. Comments judged her looks, her age, her confidence. Even her growth was criticized. Things no teenager should ever have to read were written daily about her. Some controversies weren't created by her actions. They were created by public misunderstanding, moments taken out of context, words twisted, intentions misread. And suddenly, a young woman had to defend herself against millions. Instead of breaking, Millie responded. She began speaking openly about boundaries, about respect, about being young in an adult industry. Her voice became stronger, not louder. Behind the confidence, there were moments of exhaustion. Pressure doesn't disappear with money. Anxiety, overthinking, emotional burnout. Millie acknowledged it. Instead of hiding it, she learned an important lesson early. You don't owe the world constant access to your life. She reduced exposure, protected her space, chose peace over noise. When pressure increased, family grounded her. They reminded her who she was before the fame, before the headlines, before the expectations. Criticism didn't weaken her. It refined her. She learned when to listen and when to walk away. That strength doesn't always look aggressive. Sometimes it looks calm. Millie didn't let negativity define her story. She redirected energy toward meaningful work, creative projects, positive influence, empowering young voices. She chose impact over reaction. Today, Millie walks differently, not because she has less fear, but because she understands herself better. Confidence earned, not borrowed. Fame tested her early. Pressure tried to shape her, but instead of losing herself, Millie Bobby Brown found herself. Most child stars survive fame. Very few outgrow it. Millie Bobby Brown is doing something rarer. She's outsmarting it. Millie never saw acting as the finish line. From an early age, she understood one truth: careers fade, ownership lasts. Instead of chasing roles endlessly, she began building leverage. Millie stepped into producing while still a teenager. That decision changed everything. As a producer, she controls story direction, casting influence, creative tone, long-term royalties. She stopped being hired talent and became decision-maker. Unlike many celebrities, Millie doesn't attach her name to everything. She chooses alignment over exposure, fashion, beauty, and lifestyle brands that match her identity. Her influence isn't loud, it's trusted. Millie understands her generation. She speaks Gen Z fluently, not as marketing, but as reality. That connection gives her unmatched relevance. Studios don't just see talent, they see longevity. Millie uses visibility intentionally. She highlights mental health awareness, body confidence, self-worth beyond validation. She understands influence as responsibility, and she carries it with maturity. Despite global fame, her private life stays guarded, not hidden, protected, because peace fuels performance and stability sustains success. Millie doesn't chase flashy spending. Her wealth strategy focuses on long-term investments, real estate potential, intellectual property ownership. She's building a foundation, not a moment. Millie isn't locked into one image. She's already transitioning roles, from child prodigy to leading woman to creative executive. That evolution protects relevance. Directors trust her. Studios depend on her. Co-stars respect her professionalism. That reputation is priceless. The next decade won't define her. It will expand her empire. More producing, more leadership, more ownership. She's not just preparing for success. She's designing it. Millie Bobby Brown isn't chasing trends. She's building something that lasts beyond them. A name respected, a brand trusted, a legacy earned. She arrived young. She survived pressure. She mastered control. And now, Millie Bobby Brown isn't just part of Hollywood's future. She's shaping it. Some stars burn fast, others burn forever. Millie Bobby Brown was never meant to fade. From a child with a dream to a global icon with control, Millie didn't just survive Hollywood, she mastered it. She turned early fame into discipline, pressure into power, and success into strategy. Her luxurious lifestyle isn't about excess, it's about freedom. Her wealth isn't accidental, it's intentional. Actress, producer, entrepreneur, role model. Millie Bobby Brown proves one powerful truth. You don't have to lose yourself to become legendary. You just have to own your story. If you love real stories behind fame, wealth, and power, subscribe to Life of Legends. Because legends aren't born, they're built.